That's the only thing on my mind. I've been really not wasting time. I've been really up on my grind. In the studio all the time. Tell C baby the beast, send me a beat.
Let's help you grow now, because I'm here to help you grow now. I'm going to do a reaction to Gary V, why everything you know about success is wrong.
Also, I'm very inspired by the following person. Show me the person that's currently living through massive adversity. Like I'll tell you somebody who's 10 times more inspiring to me than I think I am or deserve to be to others. Show me the kid that's listening right now, whose father passed away from a stroke. He's 16. He's got 3 younger siblings, and his mom has to now work 2 jobs, and he's holding it down for the fam, right? He's literally a sophomore in high school. And he's basically the father figure now for 3 siblings. He had to quit the fucking football team because he's also I'm the son of 2 parents who lost a parent before they were 15. And back to gratitude, I think I got really fucked up by being scared that my parents were gonna die my whole childhood. But it kind of converted into this gratitude framework that's insane. It makes me unstoppable, you know? And so, yeah, for me, it's less Bezos or Elon or, you know, Oprah or anything. It's much more like someone none of us know that is really in it. Like
that bodega owner energy.
That stuff I grew up with and I fuck with it. But that person, I think, has it lucky, back to earlier, our simplicity, like owning your own little business, living within your means, like that's fucking kind of chill. It could be really epic. It doesn't put you on like this podcast, but it's like a great life in a lot of ways. And I see it a lot. I lived it, building my dad's business from 22 to 34.
Bro, you got to make sacrifices, bro. Like, see, here's the thing. Y'all be... So I'm an artist, you an artist. I'm a content creator, you might be a content creator. You will, as a content creator, you'll be looking at Mr. Beast. As an artist, you might be looking at great. And I'm naming the people that's big, the biggest in the field. You'd be like, man, I gotta live up to this. Bro, nobody cares about you having 1 billion views. The only person that cares is you, literally. You gotta do what you can do, what you can work with. I live super below my means, and that's what you're supposed to do. Y'all be trying to match up with the Johnsons and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. I only got this chain on because I need you guys to take me more serious. And sometimes you do gotta, you know, blend in sometimes, but it's just how you do it or whatever the case may be. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back into it.
Not that person. The one that's like, back to your point, Sam, the spin of the wheel really created real adversity. I'll say it again. They're a sophomore in high school. They're good at school. They really love football. Like, things are going well. Sudden passing of their father. Now they've got to be the father for their 3 siblings. Their mom is picking on an extra job. Like, true adversity, like true. And Sean, to finish off that sentence, who I admire, and not a peep of complaining. There's a very small group of kids that get that, and they just convert into leader instead of woe is me or rebelling. I admire that level of tenacity and grit and accountability and fucking like, fuck it. Like, this is, it's on me. I got to put this shit on my shoulders. I'm going to do this for my 3 siblings. Like, I admire the fuck out of that kid.
I wrote down a quote when I was doing the research for this that I think is exactly what you're talking about. You go, forget rags to riches. Some people are just rags to rags just so that their kids have a shot at rags to riches. And I respect the shit out of that. I love that quote. That was amazing.
Thank you for finding that. I'm really affected by that. Like, Sam really hit it on the head. Like, I hate the word luck because I think that people weaponize it against people that worked really hard. But I believe in serendipity and luck quite a bit, because it's just the way, like, I was born in the Soviet Union. Like, I got lucky to get out of there when I did. If I didn't, I would have come to this country in 1991 when it fell. I would have been 16, 17. I'd sound like Ivan Drago on these podcasts. Like, it would have been all different. And, you know, I just really do admire people who, I really do think entitlement and lack of accountability has become a disease in first world countries in 2024. And I just really admire people who play the other way. I want to put real pressure on the framework, on the concept, on what's actually happening here, which is we are living through a transitional, transformative technology known as the internet. It is now finally 25 years old and mature. Everybody has it. Everybody has it all the time, and the whole world is getting flipped upside down. And you have an opportunity to take a piece of it. The problem is everybody wants to take the whole piece. Everybody's like, Gary, I'm gonna build the next Twitter or Uber or Facebook. Everybody's gonna build $1 billion company. News alert, you're not building $1 billion company. How about just building a company that you like and makes you happy? How about just doing something you like every day? Everybody's got it, right? Like, how about that? How about people in here realizing that they have a job that might pay them a little bit more than something else, but they hate it, but they're not willing to live in a more humble home or drive a more humble car, and so they have a miserable job just to pay for shit that they have to impress other people that they don't even like. How about that fucking conversation? It has never been easier, and I don't like using the word easy, but I'm gonna say it. It has never been easier to make $100,000 a year because of this. The problem is everybody thinks you have to make $1 billion, and the problem is nobody has humility to live a $100,000 lifestyle. I think we have to change the conversation in our society. Not in Southeast Asia, not in Malaysia, not in America. 7 billion people need to change the conversation of what success looks like. It is not to make $1 billion, it is to actually wake up in the morning and be in a good mood. And whether that is me, who loves the game of entrepreneurship so much that he goes so hard every day because he just loves what he does, or if it's somebody who only wants to work 25 hours a week because all their other passions are so interesting to them and that's what is good for them, we have to allow for everything. We have to allow for everything because everything is true and everything is real. And you need to figure out, my biggest fear of my popularity is that you think you have to do it like me. The only hope I have when you look at me is that you try to figure out your version of you that makes you as happy as my version of me makes me. I want to remind everybody here, I'm 43 years old, which means when I loved entrepreneurship in America, nobody else did. It was not popular, only school. So I loved this thing before it was this thing. And guess what? When the economies collapse, everybody's gonna go off of entrepreneurship and go back to a job, and I'm gonna still love this thing when it's not as cool as it is today. When there isn't sneakers and fans, I'm gonna still like it because it's mine. I've always done it, and I always will. You need to figure out that for you. Not what your parents think, not what I think, not what the comments think, you. My definition of success for me is to be able to do what I want to do at all times, always, and be happy about it. Having freedom is everything.
Has that changed over the years? Like,
no, but I don't think I didn't realize what was going on in my youth. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, no, I wasn't, it's hard for you to really know yourself completely at this point. You'll look back and realize it was all the same shit. By articulating it takes time within yourself and also just takes time of you actually executing on it. Back to like the subcontext of what we're talking about here, one of my biggest problems right now, like everybody who's trying to make positive impact, is they're doing semantical work, not actual work. Right? They're jockeying for their personal reputation by what they wear or what hashtag they use, not necessarily what they're actually doing. And if they actually ask themselves, once they actually embrace the fact that they're being selfish, then they can become selfless. When they're posturing to selflessness and disguising it, their true selfishness, they're losing, because that will play out. And that is the vulnerability of being over woke. That's the vulnerability. And the reason I like saying them out loud is because people aren't saying that part out loud, which then doesn't allow a lot of this good to actually be effective. And then it starts getting into delusion. There's so much I love about, making the world a better place, but it has to be practical. Like I would be thrilled if the government decides to wipe out all these college debts, but let me promise you what the reaction to that's gonna be. Even worse behavior. Watch what the 27-year-old does when you take $230 off her bill. Like, watch what she then does for the next 20 years. It's not gonna be as good as people.
All right, let me know what you think about that. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is Gary V. Why everything you know about success is wrong.
Money, nigga. That's only